I'm the Honest Coach. I coach women on connecting with softness in order to gain control over their life circumstances and relationships with men. I wanted to respond to a series of questions that I received from one of my followers yesterday. Out of respect for privacy, I no longer reply to the questions directly because they may not want their question to be seen. So I'm just going to generalize because the response that I wanted to give, even yesterday when the questions came up, I was like, I know exactly what I want to say, and it's not to the question directly. So I want to preface this by saying that I am not a relationship expert, and that I have said that several times in videos that I've made. Are you okay? I am not a relationship coach. I coach women on connecting with themselves, and these are women that, because of the way that they grew up, have a tendency to separate off from themselves and chase after a man. And I know how to help with that issue. It's like self-abandonment. And so the reason why my content centers around a man that's pulling away is because I know that's where her attention is. And so I often make the relation that um, if I'm going to come here and tell you that SpaghettiOs is going to heal your life, but you have all your attention on this guy, what good is it for me to tell you how SpaghettiOs is going to heal your life? You don't care. Your focus is on him. So I'm trying to interrupt. I'm trying to meet you where your interest is. I talk a lot about interest. You're not supposed to have interest on other people. You're supposed to have interest on yourself and goals. The fact that you have interest on someone else shows you that this is very early. This is a memory coming back up. This is you seeing a person as survival. Like, it's coming from somewhere deep. And so I want to meet you where your interest is. And then I can kind of share, it's about you. It's not about him. It's about you. It's not about him. And so the series of questions was, what if he made me feel this way and now without him, I don't feel that way? And I responded, well, I work with girls on not abandoning themselves. And so that's why it's all about connecting with yourself. That's what heals. And you essentially are softness. And the more you connect to yourself, the more you will experience yourself as softness. So that's how I kind of coin it. I didn't say all that. I'm just saying, like, this is my response. And then the question came back, okay, I understand that and I relate to that. But what if, and he, and him, and this stuff. And so this is what I want to say. When I do one-on-one sessions, I start out by asking what the situation is. And the client will tell me everything they're going through, and all of the focus is on him. And how he's doing this, and how it's making her feel, and he's pushing and pulling, and this and that. And I start out by saying, okay, so this is what I teach, and here's what's happening, and this is why he does what he does. And, you know, when you were growing up, this is kind of the dynamic, and I like ease it in. And then they'll always go back, oh, well, that makes sense because he. And I say, okay, so we're going to redirect your attention, and then this is it. And I go forward, and I just keep putting the attention back on, this is what you're going through, and this is why you're feeling this way. And I get about mid-session, and finally it clicks. And the woman will go, oh my God. And she realizes, you're right. It actually has nothing to do with him. All of this is about me, and it's from a really long time ago. And they always start laughing. And I know that that is when the message has taken root. Now, of course, I mean, I work with this stuff every day. This is stuff that you've grown up with. It's not going to go away magically. But just knowing that information of clarity, it helps you to like pull yourself out of all the confusion that you're in. And your focus really is on him. It'll start pulling away. and you'll start putting more attention on yourself because it works. I always say it's not about being good or bad or right or wrong. Do what works. Splitting off from yourself and chasing after him, it doesn't work. So the reason why I wanted to make this video message is because I want to let you know that's what's happening. That's what I feel I was experiencing in the series of questions yesterday, is that I got a genuine question because someone really related to something that I said, and then I clarified what I do, and then the topic went right back to him. And this is what I'm working with one-on-one clients every single session, is like taking your attention off of him and showing you this is what's really happening over here. This is what's really happening. And finally, it takes me a while to get in there because I can't just say it all. I can't just come out and say it. That's very abrasive. I gotta like test the waters and go slowly, and I say everything that I know, and I reach a place where they realize that everything he's doing has nothing to do with them, and everything they're feeling has nothing to do with him, and boom, they start laughing. And now it's a game. It's so active today in my house. Okay, so now it becomes a game. When really, your relationships with men are supposed to be fun. They're not supposed to be serious and heavy and all this stuff. It's supposed to be really fun, and they're just dessert, and they make you feel good, and they lift you up. And you know, if you're with a guy who made you feel all those ways and now he's the complete reversal, you know, that's not on you. There's something else going on, and you're attracted to them because of what you went through. It's like, I know everything to explain to you. And so the thing is, once I get your attention off of him by helping you recognize what is happening so you're not confused anymore, is like this huge relief. So I say, it's not about him, it's about you. Connecting with yourself is what heals. It's not about him. It's not about him. And that's like such a huge relief. But, you know, you want to hold on to all the things that make you feel attracted to him, because those qualities are qualities that you can help yourself with. So ultimately what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to be as gentle as I can, and I understand why your attention is on him, and we love him, you know, but we just set a line in the sand with the way he's treating you. So it's okay to say, I love you, I think you're a king, but the way you're treating me right now is making me feel really uncomfortable, or I just don't care for it, and so I'm not going to engage with you. And that is the line in the sand. And so you make how you want to feel your priority. Well, you know how you want to feel. He sniffed it out. Now you know how you want to feel. And usually how he made you feel is what cures whatever you were carrying that whole time. So it's even in a 10-minute video, I can't explain all of this. That's why I like doing one-on-ones. But I just wanted to come here and respond to that question and say, I'm interrupting you where your attention is. And what I'm teaching you is the importance and value of connecting to yourself and not chasing after someone else. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And also the men that you're attracted to when you're in this kind of a state, they're really not valuable men in relationships. They may have immense value as individuals, but in relationships, they don't have very much value. They're kicking and screaming and pushing and pulling and hiding and biting, and they're not comfortable. So you're gonna hit all of those roadblocks. Now you can expect it. And now you know it's not personal. So you just say, oh, you're not making me feel the way I want to feel. So I'm not gonna participate in that. So I don't have a lot of time, and I just want to finish by saying I try to be as gentle as I can and as understanding as I can, because I know what you're going through and I know how confusing it is. All of my videos, there's so many tools and topics that I discuss that I really believe can help you. And I also do one-on-ones. And so use those tools and correct what's going on. But anyways, that's all I have time to say. I love you, all my dolls. Blessed be.